everyone receive is a reflection of
Welcome. Do you remember a TV show called The Pretender? I do. I used to watch it all the time. In fact, I liked it. It's probably really poor now. Probably one of those terrible TV shows that has no understanding or relevance. But to me it did. It was about a man who could basically pretend to be anyone he wanted. Similar to how the Matrix can download any piece of information or skill that they want. Similar idea. I was always fascinated with different types of learning. I've always been a visual, hands-on learner. Never been one for textbooks or being taught to remember things and write down answers. I like people to show me how to do it. Or if I have to, I'll watch them how to do it. Which is why YouTube is a fascinating tool to help people do things. But I like getting out there and learning how to build, how to fix, how to feel. All those things that you understand and just adopt principles. Don't ask me about memory and retaining knowledge. Even in my workplace skill set that I previously had, I was always saying to people, don't get me to tell you how to do it. I'll show you. Because so many times we wrap ourselves around what it means and the details and the names and the things. And it takes more time to explain it than it does show it. Boundaries of communication get lost, but that doesn't get lost when you show someone how to do it. Only the description of it. And through the description, we can find that translation gets lost. Ideas get manipulated, and then we are not doing the same thing anymore. It's fascinating. But there are people who know so many languages. I always find it fascinating. How does someone know how to speak 6 languages? That's a lot of retaining knowledge. But then the same things that I find easy to adopt, that whether it be martial arts or laying bricks or foundations or manual labor or electronics or any of the things that I find simple, where I don't use my brain, I just know. Maybe they do too. Maybe that's their skill set. They retain this knowledge, but they don't remember it, they feel it. They feel the language. Who knows? There are different types of learners. People who can retain knowledge, who understand all the textbooks and just hoard information. And then there are those like me who love the hands-on visual stuff. I didn't enjoy doing textbook. I wanted to do the building, especially in electronics. Or sport, I liked getting out there and doing those things. Learning, understanding, not just for myself, but so I can teach later on. All the things that maybe I was unable to do because of my situation in life. I can teach and educate others. I think these types of learning nowadays are getting few and far between. We are more in textbooks and digital computers than we are about learning. There are less and less mechanics out there. But there are more people who are in universities and schooling. I just found it interesting because when I'm watching YouTube or anything really, it's so much easier now to identify who is using AI or not, just by the language that they speak. In my book, I had it professionally edited. I learned how AI communicates. I learned how a professional editor reads AI, how they themselves interpret language and structure paragraphs and sentences and grammar. Money well spent, I say. Because now with my own book, I get to rewrite every chapter and remove any trace of AI and speak from my truth. But it's fascinating because now when I see people, it's clear to identify who is using AI. Just through verbal loops and specific key phrases and words, and the fact that AI always uses "it's not this, it's that" type terminology. There's nothing wrong with that, I'm just identifying a point. It's that same old saying of jack of all trades, master of none, but in this reality you master all those trades. It's not saying you know everything but you don't become good at one. That's the old system, that's the old equation. I like to believe you pick up something, you understand it, you know how it works. You might not know the nth detail of everything, but you master it so that you can do it, if required. And then you master another one, and another one. You learn these skills that can benefit you in the realities that you need them, so that you can help and teach others or understand trades when you need to hire them to build your house. Maybe it's leadership qualities and you understand all the aspects of life that you need to govern others, so that you understand that you've come from the grassroots, so that when you are powerful, you can lead with the knowing of what you've done, where you've come from. In my life, I don't pretend. I know, I feel. I'd love to be able to have that matrix and just download the abilities of whatever it is I wish. That'd be so cool. Maybe that's real, maybe we'll see that in the future. But where does that leave us in the reality of life if we don't experience the learning or understand where our passions are? Do we just become robots and slaves in a society? Not true to who we are, but robotic in nature. It's fascinating to me that the more we keep pushing on, the more we get to see who is genuine and who is not. I think we are all genuine inside. I think we are all showing our true capabilities, true honesty and love with us all. The right people will be put in the right places, the right abundance redistributed to the right people. I wouldn't be myself or remiss if I was afraid, or if I was petrified, if you know where I'm going. But I am scared. I've put myself in this position of unknown and trust in the universe. Trust in the belief that I will be looked after, and that my dreams and my desires will come true. This is no pretending. This is my path, and I'm glad you are all here with me. So as with that, I leave you with peace and love. Take care.